I have to connect with Dryad because for a very personal story, I was in Brazil last month and we were driving through Bahia with a very big drought. We were catching into the wildfire with firefighters in front and at the bottom of the road in order to open the road in the middle of the flame, so without any warning and without anything. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about HD Rain and about what we do. I spent a couple of past days following what is going on in COP28 in Dubai, and I'm not sure we are going in the good direction when it comes to climate mitigation. So I think we have to adapt and to work on climate adaptation. We have to monitor what is going on weather events. So we do observation, forecast, and certify weather data. And why? Because we know that we are increasingly threatened by climate change. We have 85% damage to people and property so we have 85% of the world population already impacted by climate change. The current tools are not adapted anymore because we see the speed of these changes, and we see the break in the threshold. For example, yesterday in Spain, 30 degrees Celsius, very close to the end of December. So we have all these statistical anomalies, and a lot of companies are losing money. It's 23 trillion, the annual global economic loss lost by climate change across all industries. I think no one is ready, and we want to help all the people to be prepared for what is coming when it comes to extreme weather events, and increasing the amount and the quantity and the strength of extreme weather events. And I think the people are not ready because they don't have access to accurate data. With a lot of sector at risk, local weather information which is very limited and not available in 80% of the world, in Africa, in Southeast Asia, in South America. And there is a huge need for the insurance sector to better understand the risk when it comes to extreme weather event and climate change. So when we know that accurate data is vital for risk mitigation, and we need this micro-meteorological data to anticipate, to prepare, to put people, equipment, and infrastructure into safety. And we have a unique opportunity delivering these type of weather warnings to reduce the cost for insurance industry, but also for all economic industry and all economic sector. It's highly economically efficient with a global cost to benefit ratio of 1 to 26. So each time you invest in surface-based observation in other tools in order to observe what is happening in the atmosphere and putting all this data inside modelization, and we see recently that we have a lot of move in the modelization world with Google DeepMind, GraphCast, or Pangu Weather from Huawei. So they need the fuel in order to power this new modelization and to deliver for everyone a very good weather forecast. So how we do it at HD Rain, we crack it, and it's a first because we have a unique technology in order to generate proprietary data and also to use the existing weather data. And we have a massive impact because we distribute this data and this warning directly to civil security and insurance industry. How we do it? We do it with a weather as a service. So we collect observation from our own sensors or for third parties, such as telecommunication network operators. So we do all this data collection, we put it into an artificial intelligence and through modelization. So we used LSTM neural network and now graph neural network. We are able to generate forecasts over a lot of weather parameters, and then at the end, for the insurance industry, we do certification. So how it works, so we have this AI and machine learning, we generate high definition data, and we have a local network of sensors, and we use also sensors from telecommunication industry. So we are able to use every TV or internet satellite deployed and to look what is the impact of the atmosphere of a signal coming from space to the gates and to the station on the ground. We put all this data together and we are able to deliver to our customer and our partners 500 meters, minute per minute, and an anticipation several hours in advance of the micro-meteorological condition. So for example, this afternoon, don't forget your umbrella because it's going to keep raining in Zurich. So we want to fill this gap with high speed and very accuracy weather information with a low capital intensity. We don't want to build new weather radar or new weather satellite. We are going to integrate the data from the existing system into the platform, and we are able to deliver this with through the partnership with telecommunication industry and our own sensor on the ground. So if it's the PDF, it's not going to be animated, but here is the rainfall over south of France with 500 meters resolution, and with in the background all the station we are able to use in order to generate this product. And then you can access to this in all over the spaces where you need this data. So maybe a few testimony from our customer. We work with firefighters in order to send to them warnings, early warnings when it comes to flash flooding or when the weather conditions are very bad for the wildfires. We work also with commodity business in Western Africa in order to give them weather information and anticipate the quantity of rain, for example, for the cocoa crops. And we work with insurance industry in order to deliver certification. So we deploy over 1,000 sensors in the Mediterranean area, and right now the number of sensors deployed is 1,800, sorry. And so the goal for next year is to finish this deployment over all France through a partnership, a special partnership with Télédiffusion de France, TDF, and through the partnership with the firefighters, so with a national partnership with the firefighters. And we want to be able to have all these precise weather data to deliver the early warning, the support in planning and adapting operation for the firefighters and other businesses, a post-event analysis, and what's new and what we developed this year, it's data for parametric insurance. So if you look at the strategy of a company, so our go-to-market strategy is to do the partnership with the fire station and the firefighters to be able to deploy massively the infrastructure and to generate the data, and then to target the public safety through warnings, the cities and the insurance industry. How it works with insurance industry with PNC and parametrics. So we are able to generate the certified data at the end of the certification period. So for example, if you have vineyards and you want a coverage for frost or a thunderstorm, you are going to sign with a parametric insurer, and then we are going at the end of the contract to deliver the data, the certified data. And the guarantee is that we don't know the threshold, we don't know what is the threshold and how the customer and the insurance are agree in order to get paid, but we are going to deliver them a very accurate data, the closest to the real condition on this stage. And we are going to be, the revenue stream is coming from the percentage of the warranty limits. So here is the weather as a service business model with a classic subscription, the sensor installation, and the certification platform in order to deliver this. So it's with a base subscription and the 0.1% of the warranty limit. So we already have 29 customers now, several partners over France, and so as I see that the time is speeding up. So we are fundraising right now in order to continue the technology deployment, the operation, the reinforcement of the sales team and the marketing, and we have to continue the team expansion. And why it's important to invest in this type of technology now? Because urgency is building up. We saw it during the past year, the past month. We saw also that the minimum annual socioeconomic benefit with this type of data are huge, and thank you very much for your attention today. Was very happy to present